Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Paul Morgan. First point I'd like to make, I've got to go back to work. I've taken a half day off today. It's a shame we didn't have this meeting where more people could attend, by the way, everybody. It would have been good to get more people down here. But point of making I've got to be back to work is I've got a number of questions, so if you bear with me, I'd just like to get a few out, if that's okay. I represent AFC Newbury Football Club. I've been with boys and girls football in Newbury since the last 15 years. Something I know a lot about and I'm very passionate about. I also represent Keith Moss here, which is Newbury Football Club. And my point, it's great to hear about employment, and it really is great to hear about that. And it's great to hear about housing, which we all know. We all want the best for Newbury on those two aspects. One thing I'm not hearing a great deal about is the quality of life of Newbury. I'm conscious that as part of the plan at the moment that you've asked Newbury Football Club.
Excuse me, sir. Can I just do you have a question?
Yes, I do. I do.
Can we get to the question?
I'm
please?
just giving you a bit of background.
Yeah, that's
okay.
fine.
My first question is, you've asked Newbury Football Club to vacate. The lease they've had is in 2018. You've asked them to vacate May of next year. Looking at the slides I've gone through, is there any reason why you want them to vacate in that time frame? That's the first question. Why you?
Well, let's take them one at a time. Nick, do you want to?
Yeah, I'm a bit microphone-less. We've been having conversations with the football club for quite a while. To answer your question specifically, to facilitate the redevelopment of London Road.
Okay. I may get it wrong. You said 2017 submit outland planning. 2017, that's a year after 2016. So again, the question, why did you want Newbury out 2016?
We have to move the regeneration project forward. The council has a requirement to ensure vacant possession, and we've taken the view that that's the right time to do it. So as I say, it's not as if that's come up bolt out of the blue. We've been talking to the football club for a number of years. I've personally gone to meetings up at the football club. They knew it was coming. We've had extensions to the lease granted on a sort of ad hoc basis to allow you to stay for as long as we felt was appropriate. The time has come now when we need to move London Road on, and the view was taken that that date was the appropriate date to do it.
Okay, so what's happening in 2016? What will be on Newbury's the ground at the moment in 2016?
I don't know is the answer to that. But we've taken the view that that's the appropriate time for the to break the lease, and but we've had that sort of conversation, and we've had that conversation with the football club. I don't want to sort of open all of that particular conversation up in this setting. I think
it's an important question, because at the end of the day, we are taking away a facility that Newbury's enjoyed for, I guess, for the last 100 years possibly. Football has been representative and good quality football, and we're just taking that away. My concern, and the reason I mentioned the rambling introduction, is the boys and girls. I used to be pitch secretary for New Boys and Girls, and I know we've got pitches right way out in Stockcross, and we'd love your vision to be, what are we going to do as a town for the quality of life to get some great sporting facilities back into Newbury. My concern is, we're talking about concreting a lot of Newbury over. What I'd like to see is a great sports facility that everyone can use near the town centre that we can all be proud of. I'm not hearing that as part of the vision.
Well, we have talked about cultural side of the vision before. It's come up in previous years. It does feature part of the 2026 vision, so it is there. And as you know, we have had conversations about an alternative facility. I'm not going to open that up here now, but
let me put my challenge against you. I don't see what you're going to do with the Newbury Town Football Club after 2016. I think, I welcome other people's views on this in the room. I think it's ever so important that we do not remove facilities. Victoria Park's gone. We used to use that. You're going to take Faraday Road away as well. What are we doing as a community to get an integrated sports facility? I mean, for example, you've probably read about what they've done in Tame. Great facility down there, There's loads of demands for this sort of facility in Newbury. I'm just not seeing, as a community, that we're doing anything about that. And that's my concern. I don't think there's any issues or worries. If you want to move Newbury away from that ground, maybe in 2 years' time, that's great. But my point is, you know, you have to have somewhere else for us to go to. And I think this is a real opportunity for us to work as a team of people to do that. And I'm not hearing, unfortunately, what your plans are for that. As I say, all I'm hearing about is housing. I'm not hearing about quality of life. And, you know, and what we're going to do as a community to get these sports facilities kept and flourished. Now, for example, Northcroft, great facility near the town centre. Could we not maybe work together to actually develop that for all integrated football right across the region? An example, for example. Again, I'm not trying to say, you know, we're burying our head in the sand. If you want to move them away from that, that's great. But let's not do it without a plan. Let's not chuck people out, take facilities away without an alternative. That's my concern.
Can we let the gentleman answer this?
I'll ask Nick Kay to say a few words as well. But
before you do that, I just really want your commitment to actually work with us, not just Newbury Town Football Club, but the boys and girls of this town, to come up with an alternative plan. That's what I'm asking for.
Yeah, I think so. I don't wish. I hope I'm not being rude. I think you've made your point very eloquently.
Okay, I'm just
can we just let the officers here try and answer your question? I think everybody in this room recognises there is a need for sport and leisure to be part of the local planning framework.
And the vision, yeah? The vision.
Well, that's what I mean. The vision is part of the local planning framework.
Well, I buy into that.
So we need to do that. It's now a matter of how and when. And I would like one of the two Nicks to take this forward, and then we'll move on to another set of questions, please.
Right, well, I'll start. I mean, we have been, as I said before, talking to you for a number of years.
Not to me.
Can I finish? Can I finish? We have been talking to the football club for a number of years, okay? We've also been talking to Sport England. So we've been having conversations both with you and with the FA and Sport England about reprovision. There is a proposal around a ground share that we have worked on, and that's been put to the football club. I am aware you're also looking at your own, you know, possibilities. That is fine as well, okay? So there's a lot of work being done, and there is a plan in the making there, okay? That's all I'm going to say in response to your questions. I'll ask Nick, sitting next to me, to add anything to it.
Yeah, hi. I was just going to make reference to Sports England. As Gary's explained, any St Modwyn application has to tell its story and has to be compliant with policy. A very important consultee to any application is Sport England. So there will be no planning permission unless there's been proper engagement with Sport England, and they have been satisfied that the loss of a sporting facility has not only been reinstated or supplemented.
Well, where's it been supplemented? Sorry, I missed that point.
Well,
you're saying you're taking a facility out of Newbury and you're trying to push it over to Thatcham.
I can't contribute beyond, but all I know is that Sport England are a consultee to the application, and we will need to satisfy Sport England on reprovision.
Okay.
Can I just say, I think you've made your point, and can we have some other questions? Can Duncan Crook, I suspect it's on the same topic, but...
Yeah, it's Duncan Crook. Well, it is LRIE, and I've got a few questions, but just a point on what was said about the football club. So, Nick Kay, perhaps the point of timing is, if you're putting an outline application in the second half of 2016, early part of 2017, if you terminate the football club's lease in June 2016, then that facility will have been destroyed, and therefore you won't have to consult with Sport England. Could you comment on that?
My understanding, Duncan, is that Sport England are a consultee to any application, and whether the football club is playing on that pitch at the date of application or has ceased playing on that football pitch, they are still a consultee.
The club will be closed by then.
I believe that Sport England are a consultee to the application come what may, and that they would object to an application on the basis of the loss of a facility.
Well,
So I don't think that St Modwen or its partner at the council is in any way taking the situation lightly or failing to recognise the importance of sport for the town.
I mean, this is a vision issue because part of the vision, and there is some confusion between 2025 and 2026. The vision on the portal, the council's portal, is 2026. And I don't know, even though I've been involved in that, what the status of the 2026 vision is. I suspect it's draft and you're working to 2025. But the enhancement of sporting facilities is an objective of the vision, whether it's 25 or 26. And the point that has been made is that by early termination in 2016, you don't appear to be giving the football club as long as you could, because you have said that there won't be any need to be on site until the second half of 2018. And my understanding is that you could therefore run the football club's facility or allow them to run it until midterm 2018, and that will give them more time to negotiate with you, the council, for reprovisioning, which is an objective of the vision. So why not run it to 2018?
Well, I have nothing more to add beyond what I've said. On the sidelines, I believe that the council has engaged in some detail with the football club, and I come back to the fact I'm also mindful of the need to work with Sport England. I have nothing more to say.
Yeah, I'd just like to I'd close this particular topic down, if you may. I think we've aired it. You know, if there's a bit of a debate going on, is it 2026? Do you want a 12-month extension or what have you? That's something that should be discussed offline, please.
I think that's unfair. My name's Tony Coleman. I'm the managing director of Acedes. I'm actually affected on the Fleming Road development side of it, but that's I would like to say something about the football club. It's really important, is the fact that the vision is about the people that live in and work in Newbury. Okay, now we've highlighted housing, we've highlighted employment, but we have not mentioned community. And here you are going to take out a main artery of the community.
Let me just say, it's not
for no reason.
It's not taking out. What I would like to do as chairing this meeting is to move on to other topics. I think we have given the football club, and I understand it, we've given the point a lot of airing. No, we haven't got an answer that's going to satisfy you. Let's be clear on that. There is no answer here that is going to satisfy.
You'll rehouse like you promised.
Sorry, it's difficult to take it. Can I just ask the football? What was your question again? I'm sure we will. Yes, I'm sure we can absolutely commit to that, and I think I think you're making 2 points, if I may summarise. One of them is in the principle of moving at all, and the other one is the timing. And I think the principle, you won't agree with it, but that decision, we're the landowners, the council, we've already taken that decision. The timing is one I am sure, in all reasonableness, we could negotiate on. I know of no other reason. I know of no hidden agenda for timing. I know of no other reason for saying, here is a hard and fast date. If there is, someone will tell me.
That's fine, because I do accept your position, you have to do longer. I just want to get everyone clear in this room that you have given us your commitment to review the comments we've taken on board, and I'm quite happy.
Let me make it clear what I'm saying. I'm committing to have a review on the timing, but not the principle. Okay? We need to work together to find we need to work together because a community is important. That's why it's here. That's why we're all here, is community. So, we're trying to get there. Okay? Does anyone have another question?